So I got asked a question the other day that I did not have a good answer to. And this was the question. What if you get knocked down? What if you're on the ground and somebody's putting the boots to you? Is it better to reach out and try and stop those kicks? Or is it better to cover your head like this with a helmet? And this is in the context of somebody who received some training at a police academy. And one person was telling him to cover up, the other person telling him to reach. And my answer was, I don't know. I've been training martial arts for more than 40 years, and I do not know the answer to that because I've never trained that. I've never been taught that. And I have seen it happen, so I've got some ideas, I have some hypotheses. But what's optimal? I don't know. So let's start with my hypothesis. Here's what I think is going to happen, and we're going to test it in a minute. I think that based on training, that so long as I'm conscious, so long as I'm not totally disoriented, so long as there's just one person, and so long as there are kicks, I'm better off reaching out to try and catch that shin and that foot. If he starts stomping me, if he reaches up and stomps, I'm probably better covering up. It's going to be hard for me to reach up like that. That's my hypothesis. Let's test it. Okay, to make this a little safer, I'm going to wear gloves to try and protect my fingers, forearm guards from Kali to protect my forearms, mouth guard, helmet with a visor. Richie's going to be wearing rubber-soled shoes and shin pads. He's also only going to be going about 50%, right? If he goes full force, this is really stupid. I have to be able to train with realistic motions. So he's going to try to simulate the way that he would actually curb stomp somebody, Edward Norton style, if he wanted to. But we're going to slow it down a little bit just to minimize the negative effects on my face and my health. All right, let's go. All right, so just start out with straight kicks to the face, please. Oh, you can go harder than that. Come on. There we go. Okay. Go again, please. So this time, left and right, maybe. Good. Okay.
Same thing?
Well, let's kick and stomp. All right. So what did you think, Rishi?
That was awesome. We should do that twice, once in the morning, and once in the evening, minimum. The foundation for any healthy friendship.
What did you think about what worked and what didn't?
I like the kicks. It was good. I like how you block the kicks with both hands and you're reaching out and you're covering out for the stomps. It makes total sense. Shockingly, how you're able to go and get back to your guard and actually get some type of entanglement. I thought you got that way easier than I thought you would. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, how you were able to go and get into single leg X so quickly. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I'll say that this definitely, I mean, if you're a big guy and you're kicking me and I'm small bones, I might break both forearms. Blocking like this. Mm-hmm. But the one time I did it like this, man, the impact was 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like, dong! It's like, okay, against a kick, this is really not very good. I'm going to be reaching out. If I'm ever caught in this position, God forbid, I'm going to be reaching out. Against the stomps, I do think this is the best you can do, because if you're on the side, it's not like you can really reach out here.
Yeah, it's too difficult.
So it's a terrible position. So you kind of have to pick and choose to reach out against the kicks, but not too far. I mean, I guess it's just like parrying, right? If you're punching me,
right,
I don't want to do this.
Right. You want to keep your movement small. But the moment that you got into the guard, my instinct is that I thought you were going to kick me.
Right.
So
but yeah, and we could actually train all that, but we're just isolating this one very limited aspect. We didn't even start in the guard.
True. But I think that if I can just add to your question, the whole idea of this versus this, this for kicks, this for stomps, but as soon as you can, put your feet in front and in between you and your attacker. I think that's what I discovered today. You got to get your feet in front.
Yeah. I was doing it against the wall deliberately because that was the context of the question that we got asked, that I got asked, which makes technical stand-ups more difficult, right? Like if we're here,
Right.
part of the technical stand-up is to move backwards.
Yeah.
But if I'm here, I can't actually move backwards out of range, and I'm going to get punted in next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's worthwhile to like either reset guard or go for some kind of ersatz low inside shingle.
Yeah.
Try and like grab a leg and go forward.
Yeah. Definitely.
So there we go. We had a question. We had a hypothesis. I thought I knew what would work. We tested that, and we got some results. I know what I'm going to be doing, but remember, science isn't complete until results are replicated. So why don't you guys try to replicate it cautiously, wearing all the gear, with a sane training partner, and see if you get the same results that I did. I think with a bit more training, the transition from the defense immediately into offense would go very well. But you also have to isolate bad positions, right? If every single time I block a kick and go, then I'm not getting that training, I'm not isolating that experience. Kind of like sparring, hey, you're just going to jab at me and I'm only going to slip.
It's too isolated.
Yeah, it's isolation sparring. So anyhow, thank you for being part of this experiment.
That was super fun.
I don't think you were thinking that you were going to get to curb stomp somebody tonight.
Not tonight, no. It is midweek. It's not the weekend yet.